Well, welcome to my exhibition at Galerie Marzee in Nijmegen, in the Netherlands, in Europe. She was the first gallery who invited me with my work 36 years ago, and now I'm going to do a kind of overview of 36 years of work, which is shown in these boxes. And on every box there's a year and a work, which is still available to bring to your own house. Together with the exhibition, I made a book together with Antonillo. She's my assistant, my PA, my conceptual awareness, and she made beautiful drawings which go together with every work. And I wrote the text about the work. So my work is storytelling. My work needs sometimes explanation. So the book shows the works, talks about the works. For example, this one is a hammer I designed for a judge. And he said, "Dad, I'm so fed up. We all have the same wooden hammer, the same size, the same sound, the same. Can you make me one that is different?" So I made one from 1.5 kilo pure silver. And it says, "Just this justitia omni oro carioch," means justice is everywhere. So I wrote him a letter. I said, "Your piece is done, it's ready, it's waiting for you." But he never showed up. So now it's my hammer and I can be judge somewhere, sometime. There's 1996, so it refers to the book 1996. And here is the piece. And this is the way into made her story onto it. It goes all the way there, 36 years, and it goes from little sculptures to jewelry to this is one of my favorite. I think I made this one in 1998, just to show how crazy we Schmuck-people are, because we only look through glasses and we see schmuck, 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 schmuck. My whole career started on the beach in Greece, where I was just laying on the beach and making earrings. Sold them for 5 gulden, that means $2 at that time. And this is the work I sold. Things from the beach. This is how I started my interest in making jewelry. So for some reason I was not enough happy with only beauty, decoration, brooches. So I always tried to find me a story, and I realized that jewelry is going from daughter, from grandma, grandma to every time it stays in the family. So I made a story myself. This is the first wearer. She died, then her daughter got it, then her daughter, her daughter, her daughter, her daughter. So this is what we call storytelling. And this is part of my work. I like to discuss traditions and the reasons for it. And that is a very big thing from jewelry, that it is very much connected to daily life, to traditions, to rituals, to family affairs. Of course, also there's a lot of fights about the gold when the marriage stops. This, I see my cameraman smiling. And so it has a lot of possibilities to work with. And this is what attracts me on jewelry. And also, of course, jewelry which is not wearable. I never had this urge. This is for me also jewelry, you know. It's a hand, and this is the pink, and this is the thumb, so there is in some way an abstract relationship. I think I'm blessed because sometimes I get really obsessed by things like coffee cups, like in this case I call them fetish. They are systems to hang clothes in a fashion shop so that people can have the best view on it. So there are little clips, little things, and instead of stealing the clothes, I was stealing the little clips. And Into, again, she made this in a beautiful way. It is important to, I think, or not important, it's just a necessity to get obsessed by things. Like I got obsessed by a Mercedes-Benz, I got obsessed by daily rings, and this piece, it's called Fetish. They are little systems that are used in fashion shops to hang things. So this is for a tie, I think. And I made brooches from it. So very simple parts of something. And it's called Fetish. So instead of stealing the clothes, I was stealing these pieces. And this is how Into described me as a runner. Yeah? Very well done. Beside the works, there are also a few milestones. And milestones are works which are important in my career. They brought me to a next step, or to a next room, or to a next way of working. And this was a necklace in Museum Boymans van Beuningen. It was made from ice. And inside the ice balls, there was things from the Siberian traveling I made. Flowers, wood, a key, things. But the man who was running the museum in the night, he saw my freezer, he saw a light. He thought, well, it's not necessary because there's nobody in the museum. So he plugged out my freezer. So after one day, there was my jewelry piece. But the insurance company was so friendly to understand that I should go back to Siberia to get fresh flowers and fresh flies. Fantastic. I'm grateful for that. So part of me being a jewelry maker is also installations, it's connections with other worlds. And this is an example that this ring, she's called the Muse, and she is connected with the New York stock. So her price changes every 1 minute, and it started at 9,281, I think 15 years ago, and now it is 21,679. And all the people who see this, they think, oh, why did I not buy it 15 years ago? I said, yeah. So it is connected with New York. And then I make other rings, for example, this one, which is my own hat, which was a protest against the government. Say 8 years ago, they stopped almost all subsidies for artists, because they say art is for the elite, and we stop, the subsidy is scandalous low now. So my story was, okay, then I'm almost forced to chop my own head to get money. But that Noten is not that Noten if you did not make a poison ring from it. 2011. Then, still, of course, one of my favorites. I made these in bags, everybody knows them, and this is a kind of a copy in 3D printed, and it has several little accessories, and it has lipstick. So this is all made 3D printed and beautifully decorated, and yeah, it's just incredible how this can be made. 2021. And this is a hammer I found at the Gamma. It's a place where you can buy materials to build houses. And the woman who's running the paint department used this hammer to hammer the boxes, the paint boxes, when she colored them in a different way. And I said, oh my God, this hammer is beautiful. And she said, what? It's ugly, it's terrible. So I bought the same hammer, new, in the same shop. And I asked her to trade, and she was happy, and I was happy. So I put a few little people on it, from Merklin, and that's why the title is called Lost in the Landscape. Yeah. And I think this is a quality we jewelry people have. We can love details, we can understand details. So, people asked during the opening, hey Ted, what is this, 2020, why is there nothing on here? I said, because nothing happened. 2020 was the Corona time. And nothing happened, no inspiration, no power, no urge, no. So I didn't make anything for a year, and which was good afterwards. It's good sometimes to do nothing. I love it. Oh yeah, and I forgot, of course, my Catholic background. So this is a reinterpretation of the Rosary, which as a child we had to pray it every day. And these are parts of a rose, so leaves, the wortel, what's the wortel?
Root.
The root, a part of a stick with a pinchy part in it. So this is then my translation towards a modern rosary. So the last piece I would like to talk about is part of the series called Incubators. Incubators are people who inspired me, who shocked me, who feed me, like Gandhi, he feed my pacifist. Da Vinci, he feed my creative thinking, doing. And Freud. Freud was part of my school when I was a psychiatric nurse. And I learned, when I became a bit older, I understood he was not okay, because he had very bad thoughts about women, etc. But then I discovered that he also wrote beautiful texts like where are you, my favorite one? Die Kunst ist fast immer harmlos und wohltätig. It's in German, I'm sorry, but and the other one I would like to read is Gegen Angriffe kann man sich wehren. Gegen Lob ist man machtlos. Wow. So this is the necklace from Freud. My favorite. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. There are still a few things coming now, but for now it's